Welcome back. When the Fiji Sevens team runs out against New Zealand in their first pool match at Wellington tomorrow, two sponsors will be highlighted on their jerseys, Fiji Airways and Vodafone. As mentioned earlier, the two local companies are part of the consortium that Fiji Rugby have signed for $40 million over 5 years.
An announcement that's long time coming, and finally after an hour's wait this morning at Rugby House, the FRU put all speculations to rest.
So you will see the Wellington Sevens, the boys running in with a jersey which will have Fiji Airways at the front and then a small Vodafone logo at the back.
The national team's naming rights in the IRB series will be rotated between two of the 6 companies.
Fiji Airways have got in the agreement New Zealand, Australia and US. And then the other Sevens tournament is Vodafone, so they'll switch around.
Consortium leaders Vodafone have also secured the naming rights of the Flying Fijians, which will be first seen during the Pacific Nations Cup in the June test window. Exactly where the remaining 4 companies will be allocated will be revealed accordingly.
We are working to ensure that Fiji Rugby is not undersold and that FRU's commercial interests and more so the interests of our players or boys is not abused.
More on FRU's plans and projects will be revealed at this weekend's special general meeting.
The boards after us never go through what we went through, so that during the term we are free to go explore other sponsors. Today's
announcement, a show of muscle from Rugby House, that there is life without the International Rugby Board funding or sponsorship from overseas companies. William Tambuya, Fiji One News.
The Fiji Sevens team wrapped up their training this morning ahead of the Wellington Sevens tournament, which kicks off tomorrow. The side is injury-free as coach Ben Ryan implements strict discipline and has also put in place a media ban for players.
The Fiji Sevens players went through their final training session today as they prepared themselves for the main event starting tomorrow.
Last session's always just about sharpness, making sure everyone knows what's going on and everyone's singing off the same hymn sheet. And today was short and sharp, and boys have obviously got a lot of energy and running in them ready for the competition tomorrow.
Skipper Osea Kolinisau led the team in today's run, polishing their moves.
That they're used to the sort of level of intensity demanded in training. They're used to me staring at their plates in the meals to make sure that they're eating the right things. And they're used to me switching off the internet at 9 o'clock at night or whenever it is so that they can get a good night's sleep.
Gaining maximum points in this tournament has become essential as our team attempts to bridge the 22 points gap that South Africa has opened up on it.
What we don't want to do is get that gap any wider. So we need to make sure that we can, as much as possible, that South Africa and New Zealand, we finish above them this weekend to narrow that gap. And for us, we want to make it nice and simple and win all 6 games. It'd be great. But no, the race for the title is certainly not over.
The players know that the expectations of our nation rest firmly on their shoulders, having last won the title here in 2010.
The boys are going to give everything they can, so you can be guaranteed that you're going to have a very passionate group of players there that are going to be just as passionate as you are screaming at your TVs in Fiji, and that we've worked very hard for the last few weeks and done our very best in the time and the preparation and the resources that we've had available to us to do as well as we can in this tournament.
Fiji face their traditional rivals New Zealand here in their own backyard in their opening match tomorrow at the Wellington Sevens.
We got 3 hard games. Now we can't, empty our tank to the point where we've got nothing left for the rest of the day on Friday. We need to be smart and need to make sure that you don't win your tournaments on day 1 and it's about day 2. Saying that, we want to make sure that we send out a very strong message at the start of the tournament, and there's no better message than playing a New Zealand side and beating them on their home ground.
All hard yards have now been done in training, and it's up to the players now to deliver the results on the pitch from tomorrow, and they have promised to give their utmost best to win this tournament, not only for themselves but for the thousands of fans back home. Irfan Khan, Fiji One News.
The team's new kid on the block has adapted to the team's setup in Wellington, and Viliame Mata is ready to showcase his talent at the 2-day tournament.
Meet the new recruit in the Fiji Sevens team.
Being grateful, enjoying training right now, training so hard. So I thank the Lord for the grateful opportunity.
The Dabeta Levu forward is the replacement for injured Pio Tuai. He has gelled well into the side.
Yeah, I think so. I just hope so. He's impressed with my performance here in training right now.
The 6-foot-plus could be a secret weapon for coach Ben Ryan. With his height and ability, he will be tasked to win the possession, and he's ready for his baptism of fire.
Oh, very much. This is my first game for the International 7 Series. Just hoping to make a good start.
The 22-year-old is also getting the motivation from his senior teammates.
Just gonna expect a good player for now. Just hoping I'm gonna impress people back at home.
And looking forward to play against some of the best in the IRB 7 Series?
Yeah, very much.
Mata is the only player in the team who will be making his debut on the World 7 Series. Irfan Khan, Fiji One News.
The International Rugby Board Sevens Operations Manager, Beth Coulter, has confirmed that changes are expected in the order of tournaments from next year. Coulter also hinted at the possibility of new tournament hosts next in the new cycle.
We've got 1 year left of this current cycle of series, so we're coming to the end of that in 2015, and then we'll be starting a new period of a new cycle of series.
With 2 IRB 7 Series tournaments under their belt, South Africa is looking for even more silverware. If Neil Powell's side is to achieve that feat, they must maintain their consistency in Wellington.
South Africa will carry the favourite stake heading into the Wellington Sevens this weekend.
I think we're happy where we are at this moment.
The side looking for a third successive cup title this season.
Our focus will be on that first game against Wales, so we'll take it a game at a time, and that will be that first game against Wales. And then when we get over that hurdle, we'll go on to the next game, which is Portugal.
For coach Neil Powell, it is that consistency which South Africa are looking for in Wellington.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely look to be consistent this weekend again, and definitely to at least reach the semi-final. And yeah, it's going to be important for us, especially if we want to stay in contention for the series.
The side is also well aware of how tough it will be to win on New Zealand soil, having failed to win here for 12 years.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely want to be successful at this tournament. I think the last time we won here is 2002. And the last few years it wasn't that successful, so we'll definitely want to go out and rewrite the history books and doing a little bit better over here. So, like I said, taking a game at a time, and hopefully we can tick the boxes that we normally tick when we go through a tournament.
Irfan Khan, Fiji One News.
And hosts New Zealand are rated second at their home event, but their coach Gordon Tidgens knows how important it is for his side to win on home soil.
Yeah, they're always high when you play in your own country and to do well, and we're sitting just 1 point behind South Africa at the moment in the World Series. For us, it's an important tournament to do well, and we'd like to certainly win this one. I mean, you know, we've won it a number of times before, but I think right now is an important time for us to certainly get back our lead in the World Series.
New Zealand's opening match against Fiji is shaping up as a testy rematch of their controversial showdown in Las Vegas. Tidgens says his side will not lack motivation.
We've got a pretty tough first up game against Fiji on Friday, and a tough pool really, in France and Spain. We've got a few players back. Ben Lamb's back now, it'll be his first tournament for a while, and Sherwin Stowers has come back to Masitama. They've all come back from injury, so which is great. They've trained particularly well this year. They're very, very fit, so I'm looking forward to them having good tournaments.
New Zealand Sevens playmaker Tomasi Dhama is ready to face off against Fiji tomorrow. His timely return has given some hope for the team.
The star playmaker in Sevens Arena is ready to stamp his dominance once again at the Cake Tin from tomorrow.
Fitness-wise I'm getting there, but yeah, really looking forward to the tournament.
Dhama missed out on the Las Vegas Sevens tournament because of injury. His timely return has strengthened the host chances of winning at home.
I guess we're gonna take the first game as our finals and then go from there.
New Zealand Sevens players returning to their hotel after early morning walk today. Seriousness on their faces says it all, the importance of doing well this weekend.
Expect that we're going to go out there and give it our very best. Doesn't matter what the outcomes, but we certainly give it 120%.
Dhama says facing Fiji in their opening match will be a massive challenge.
It's going to be huge, as usual, but it's going to be a big challenge for us, but we're looking forward to it.
Irfan Khan, Fiji One News.
The Samoans are brimming with confidence ahead of tomorrow's kickoff in Wellington. The Samoan team returned to their hotel after their final training run this afternoon. the side will try to put themselves in a better position, despite not having good outings in the last 4 legs of the IRB series.
I think the boys are doing well. I think the week between Vegas and Wellington has done good for the boys in terms of recovery, rehabbing their injuries, and just having a bit of free time and just reflecting on how we did in Vegas and trying to be better this weekend.
Samoa is in a hard pool with Australia, Kenya and unpredictable Tonga. Coach Punivalu says his players are reacting well to his demands and they should do well here, having last won in 2007.
Yeah, we've aimed for the highest. We were hoping to be in the cup, but it all starts in the pool games and we have to start with Kenya. So the focus now is the first game. That's always the first and difficult game in any tournament, so we have to get past Kenya first. That's where the focus is right now.
The France Sevens team is hoping to cause a few upsets in the tournament. Coach Frédéric Pomarel is confident the team will be able to do well, having mixed results in the last 4 tournaments.
French people are the better team, and that's for why we are very happy. Lost, win. If we win, it will be very good. If we lost, it's not a shame. We just want to progress step by step.
The side has been drawn in a pool of death, with Fiji, hosts New Zealand and Spain. France has never won in Wellington and odds are also stacked against them.
It's a very, very difficult pool, but it's not a problem. We want to play against a good team, hard team, and play Fiji, play New Zealand or South Africa. We want that. It's important for France to play against this kind of team to progress now.
Former Fiji age grade captain Andrew Ndurtalo is looking forward to a big tournament for USA this weekend in Wellington. The 22-year-old Mbukuya villager from Ba has been a revelation for the US with his powerful ball-running skills. Out of Suvagrama, Ndurtalo featured both for the under-19s and 21s before being spotted by the US.
Boys have been training together for quite some time now. We're starting to get to know each other really well, playing well. So I think they'll be really good going into Wellington this weekend.
This will be Ndurtalo's 3rd time in Wellington Sevens, and he's ready to give it his best for USA.
Just trying to focus on our pool matches first. We have Argentina, Canada, and Scotland. All teams are very good teams. They've been doing well in the past few tournaments leading up to Wellington. So it'll be a huge challenge for us, but I think we're up to the challenge.
And Athletics Fiji is in the process of trying to qualify 1 male and 1 female for the Youth Olympics. Altogether they have a training squad of 20, from which the best 2 will be selected. Under the guidance of coach Rafaele Tunaulu, officials are confident that all is well at training.
Going through with each sport to follow up on their planning, their preparation, their qualifiers. The qualifiers for each of the sports are in very different months of the year. They all have different criteria.
Athletics Fiji joins swimming, weightlifting and table tennis, who also have athletes currently in the qualification process. Rugby Sevens is the only team qualified so far.
Qualified prior, but there's most likely another competition that they will attend before the Youth Olympic Games. Athletics has their qualifier next month in Sydney, and then they've got the Oceania Championships in Tahiti.
And we can look forward to the Nanjing Youth Olympics, which will be held in China from August 16th to August 28th.
It's interesting.
It is indeed, and we're looking forward to that. But that wraps up sports for tonight. I'll hand it back to you, Vili.
Thank you. Stay with us with World News after the break.